It's Jover.
I might be low income, but I'll never be low income.
Jesus Christ.
Just hit the end button.
How are we doing? It's the show this week.
By the way, I haven't updated my Twitter handle yet.
I don't give a fuck about your Twitter handle, bro. How are we doing?
I can see that.
It's the fucking not the outlap. Shrimp Hours. What episode is this? Does anybody know? 54, I think.
Oh shit.
54.
That's a good question.
I think it is 54. Yeah, because what did we have last week? Death at the DMC or something?
Yeah, it's 53.
Dominoes at
54.
DMZ.
DMC. What's the difference?
We have
Before he gets us.
the normal
DMZ.
cast of fucking morons here with Blake added into the mix this week. Blake, how are you doing? Are you excited to be back on?
No, I'm not.
Base.
The normal crowd of felons and degenerates and domestic terrorists, and also Blake.
Jeez. Don't be too hard on yourselves.
Nah, we're driving good. We had a hell of a weekend. Last weekend, NASCAR was at Pocono. Did anybody here watch? Because I didn't.
I did. It was a good race.
I didn't. I was working / driving.
Tell me about it. What happened?
Pocono would be so much better if they didn't have stage breaks. It's like a road course.
Hey, what was
say that for any race?
Yeah.
What was your experience there, Blake, from the pits? Because you're Mr. Big Time.
Oh, geez, thanks. But no, the one thing I will say, I'd never been to Pocono before, so it was the first time going there, and I don't know anybody's really talked about it, but the crowd there was awesome. Like I standing on pit
That's
road,
what
like
I've always
looking up at the
heard.
stands just before pre-race, like it wasn't that the crowd was full, and there's kind of like a couple empty seats here or there. It was like every single seat had somebody standing. Like it was completely packed. Infield was slammed. Traffic was a nightmare, like getting in and getting out and everything, which honestly, like I'm fine with. But yeah, like the energy there was really, really cool, which I don't think had been there when they had two races. But now that there's one, I think, that's proven to be a really good thing over the last 2 years. But that was my big takeaway was like how many people were there. It was crazy.
Yeah, I think I've heard like Michigan is the same way too. Ever since they've gone down to one date, it's like just everybody is like, yeah, I love NASCAR all of a sudden.
Well, and everybody was asking me if NBC was pumping in like crowd audio. Oh man, we're dead.
Oh, trouble. We're
Oh, there we
dying.
go.
Back.
Okay,
We're
back.
so back. We never left.
All right, video died for a second. But yeah, the whether they're like pumping in some of the crowd noise or whether the crowd was actually that loud, they were freaking loud. Like when they were booing Hamlin at the end and they were reacting to that, like they were pissed and it was very loud. And which honestly is awesome. Like I don't care like what you think of the move. Like it's great to hear people like actually care.
Pumping in that crowd noise, Atlanta Falcons style.
Well, you got to remember, like that's a 2.5 mile track. It's like Daytona or Talladega. Like when they're on the back stretch, you can have a conversation with somebody sitting right next to you. So when the cars are like on the far side of the track, and then you hear a bunch of people booing, cursing, or cheering or whatever, like you hear all of it.
Yeah, like you could be walking around like the infield and stuff during a race, and you could have a conversation. Like it's, noise has a lot of places to go out there.
But I'm going to Pocono next year. I got my buddy up in New York City. He goes there just about every year, like that and Dover, like his two things. So he's been begging for me to come to Pocono. He's like, dude, the crowds there are crazy. Everybody there is crazy. It's like, the infield's like Talladega almost. Like, it's insane. And so I was like, yeah, I'll do it. And finally agreed to it. And then the race happened. And I was like, oh, man, this looks based as hell.
I need to get up there someday.
Which is weird. I always told myself I'd never go to Pocono because I was like, man, the racing usually sucks and whatever. But like, I had a great time.
Hell yeah. We did have some NASCAR news as well because it came out, I think, in between from when we recorded. But it was announced that Justin Haley is fucking dipping from Colleague, and I don't know if it's so much as he's like dipping or if he got the boot because he wasn't paying for anything. But going to Rick Ware Racing, which is like, what the hell?
Who's got their fan on?
Ben.
That's not on my side.
Definitely on Ben's side.
You're the one that keeps lighting.
But yeah,
up all
it's
the
hard to
time.
tell whether it's a downgrade or if Rick Ware is actually going to be trying to improve. That'll be interesting.
I've heard too that it's like a thing to get to RFK at some point or something.
I mean, Chris Buescher's pretty young, and I don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon. And obviously, Brad's not going anywhere. So,
How many years does Brad have left though? Like,
I'd say like 3, probably.
yeah, he's got like 5
3?
max.
No,
He's
but
definitely in his late Jeff Gordon stages right now.
no, before he steps out of
He's
the
having,
driver's
like,
seat and
I
focuses
mean,
on-
obviously last year was kind of a struggle, but I mean, they're running really well this year. Like, I don't think this is some like swan song thing for him. I mean, he's
yeah, that's why I
like
said
he hasn't
3, not
won
1.
yet, but like that team has probably been one of the best Ford teams all year.
Yeah, it's like I know both RFK cars. They're like in the playoffs on points, like having a good year. And then also announced, we've had rumors about Shan Van Gisbergen just dipping on supercars too, just coming over to NASCAR, and now everybody's speculating that he's going to go to the 31.
Yeah, Brad
Could
is
happen.
41 points behind Kevin Harvick.
We might lose video again. Oh, we lost video again.
Caleb.
Caleb,
Killing
your
it.
ADHD is taking over. Just keep your hands off the keyboard.
I'm trying to click on
yeah, you
things so we can get a
Zoomer idiot.
Oh my god. All right, well, we're not showing Chrome tabs because I have all the tweets pulled up, but every time I go to click to Chrome, it just goes black on the video. So
Can they show
whatever.
that picture
Good
of Slap's
podcast.
Tabs.
No.
84
and
tabs.
show Cody's tabs. And then last thing I had on tab was Adam Stern's been tweeting a bunch about Andretti just buying into NASCAR as of late, like buying into Spire or some shit. I have no clue about any
Yeah,
of
it sounds
that,
like
but
they're dipping into the truck series. I don't really buy much into that because it seems to be more focused on F1 right now, trying to get them into. It seems like F1's adding 2 teams, and one of them's known to be Andretti because they got Cadillac, I believe, or at least GM, and I'm not sure what the second team is going to be, but those are the rumors on the F1 side. So,
all right,
The
that's
second
enough about.
team's going to be like some bored like European billionaire or what?
No, it's gonna be the Saudis with their all their
Oh yeah.
$800 million
honestly, I
Mbappe
think it
contract.
is either the Saudis or the Chinese that are getting.
Didn't the Saudis like try to get like some like number 1 ranked soccer player in the world? They offered him like 1.1 billion.
It was either Messi or Ronaldo, I think, and I think they did get Ronaldo. So
Well, they bought themselves in the golf.
Yeah, Messi's in Miami because now all of a sudden a bunch of Americans are like, "Oh my god, like he scored a bunch of goals already."
I saw too that the tickets for those it's like
He's
Super Bowl
basically
prices for
bushwhacking.
yeah. Is he just gonna be like?
But playing in the MLS is like getting paid like hundreds of millions of dollars, like beat up on kindergartners.
Oh
pretty
yeah,
much.
I mean that's why I said it's basically bushwhacking what he's doing, which I'm fine
Terrible.
with. You know, like expose America for being terrible at soccer. Like that's fine. Or
Hey, put him in
football, whatever.
pads on a
paid to do
football
it?
field, and we'll fuck up Messi.
Dude, I remember there was like some exhibition game at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. I forget who was playing, but it was like just a big league like European team, and one of my friends like roped me into going up there, and he's like really big into soccer, and there was like some player like tugging on another player's jersey, like as he was like having a pass come towards him, and like the ref didn't say anything. My friend just like shouts at him. He's like, "Ref, I don't know what fucking country you're from, but in this country we call that a hold."
Jeez.
And I'm like, Will, do they even have holding as a penalty in here? I don't know, because it was just like tugging on his jersey a little bit. Like in the NFL, they get you a penalty, but I don't know how international football works.
I know Charlotte, they have an MLS team. They actually had I was at a hockey game for the Charlotte Checkers this past year, and it was like Charlotte FC night for the hockey game. And they had like the whole fan section for Charlotte FC show up, and like they were like banging on drums and playing like the little horns and screaming. It was actually really freaking cool for a hockey game. But Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they good or bad they are because I don't follow the MLS at all.
What you doing there, Slap?
Where the fuck did Slap
Well,
go?
it's time to spy on the room.
Dude,
Oh
ever
no,
since
he's
you-
back. He's
Sorry,
back.
I'm sorry.
Evacuate,
No,
evacuate, get out.
No,
Ever since
Bit
you said
Bit was like rustling in like some trash and stuff, and I was like, all right, get out.
I think
There
the
you go.
FIFA Women's World Cup is going on right now too. I
Oh
think.
no. Anyway.
Speaking of soccer.
Yeah,
Oh,
gonna move
the only
on.
thing I've heard about the Women's World Cup is like some, Twitter reactionaries are pissed off because, they didn't sing the national anthem. I was like, you're not fucking supposed to. You're supposed to put your hands like over your heart or behind your back and like look respectfully. Like, I don't know. People just trying to invent stuff to be mad about.
You're supposed to kneel.
Yeah, you're supposed to kneel like when you do a prayer or whatever. That's what I've heard anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna lie, me and then the PR guy or somebody for Legacy Motor Club, we were walking through the garage, and the PA system at Pocono, like you cannot hear it in the garage at all. So we were like just walking around, and we all were wondering like, why is everybody standing still? And then we realized the national anthem was playing. So we friggin' stopped and like took our hats off and everything. But
Look at these dickwads.
yeah, I know, right?
Proof that Blake hates America.
This is true. All right. So if you remember the last time I hosted, we had a big, beefy, fat dripper drown. So I went through this week.
Cars, I'm going to bed.
Dude, we should have just canceled it this week without DT. Like, just shut it down.
Nah, we're good. We're driving good. So I got actually, you know what? No, we got 4 cars. Okay, 4 cars from Pocono. All right. We've already looked at one of them. I was just going to compliment how good it looked on the track. Look at it.
Oh,
look
that thing's
look at my
banger.
baby.
Yeah, we saw this like
Creamy.
months ago. This is so good.
I know, but it's so good on the racetrack with the
I
sunset on it.
I feel like I've gained like 10 pounds just looking at this.
Doesn't this make you want like a big scoop of just Reese's?
Diabetes.
Just thousands of calories in my mouth. Put it in my mouth
I
right
might
now.
get an ice cream cone right now.
Yeah,
I'll
this
show
is
you an
a
ice cream cone.
banger.
I'll show you a certain ice cream cone.
All right.
Is it a waffle cone, Cody?
It might be.
We got this is another Xfinity car that I saw this car and I was like, damn, what the hell is this? It was Connor Mosack was driving an Irwin car. And I actually thought it was kind of sick with like the big rotated logo. I feel like they could have made it a little bigger, but I like how aggressive it is with the angling on it, and plus the Irwin base and the colors you can never go wrong with. I feel like they did a damn good job.
Yeah, I feel like if you move that
Strong
logo
Jamie
down just a
McMurray
little bit,
vibes.
it's perfect.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is like you're getting maximum, and you didn't even have to slide the door numbers forward. So
I was just gonna say, look at that. You can make a nice big quarter panel number and still have a center door.
I did just realize that they
A quarter panel number centered door.
It's been a long day. Shut up.
Don't
I-
you know, Cody? Like
You know what I
Get
meant.
over it.
I
You know
don't
what I
I don't know if they just forgot to put the R and the O on trade strong, but somebody
Sting.
fucked up. Yeah, trade something.
Maybe they forgot to
Trade
apply
Street.
the glue to that one.
No, because it says trade
Yeah, they
strong
could've
right here on the
fell off.
hood. Yeah, maybe it fell off. Maybe they
And then
fucked
it
it.
says
Peeled off
Trade
from
Street.
the speed.
And maybe,
Yeah.
maybe they forgot to put the roof numbers on.
I was about to say at least the roof numbers are on it. So all right, we'll move on. We got a hot, not biased Blaney car.
Oh,
It's his normal one.
drown.
No, I agree. I think I don't know why. Like just
It looks like
the
Ricky Bobby's like me car.
Oh yeah, it kind of does. But I don't know why
side
they
of this-
fucking make it like they didn't make the roof yellow at all. They just were like, yeah, the hood's yellow. That's it.
I mean,
Throw a
the
cougar
door
on
of this
the
car
hood.
is the best looking door in the Cup Series.
Oh, yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah. The
The
normal,
numbers
yeah.
are
that's-
reflective. If the rest of the red parts of the car was reflective, it would be way better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
just
weird
they
how
they
some of
changed
them-
it from their normal one, and I didn't really like it.
NASCAR didn't approve.
But also one of our favorites has a return this week. One that we've dunked on in the past. This fucking big old
Ugh.
stinker
Oh,
came
God.
back. I actually got a text from my dad about this car, and he said, "Wow, the 22 looks good this week." And I texted him back, and I was like, "Does it?"
he's become the ultimate troll.
Yeah, I was like, "Does this look good?"
I mean, like if you got rid of just those white and black lines, it would look better. Like
I
it
just
still
don't know,
didn't look
like-
that good, but
Imagine
Check
paying all
mark.
this money for a cup car and you don't even put the fucking name of the company
Yeah.
on the quarter.
They forgot the back half of the car.
Yeah, it's especially with like
Just like
Verizon,
they
you could do
forgot
like a
to turn the
metallic.
data on for the frontliners in California that one year.
Damn. All right, Ben. Shit.
they didn't even want to tow that car. It was so bad.
Oh my God, I forgot to pull the
Oh,
video up of
oh,
that.
yeah.
Of Joe. Did you actually go get ice cream? Hold on.
Maybe.
He had it ready to go.
Yeah, did you like have that on standby?
I just got it.
He's got.
He has a
ice
whole
cream cones on
tub
the
just on
mind.
standby. He's been
Uh,
waiting. That tub has remained unopened since we did the first look at the Reese's ice cream car. So he's just been waiting for this
I've just
moment.
been waiting.
He's waiting.
I
gotta eat
All
them
right,
all
what
in
the
one
fuck
night.
is next in this
The whole package.
podcast? Oh yeah, what's Twitter doing?
What's X doing?
Twitter's dead. Yeah, Twitter is deceased.
It's called X.
Imagine
now.
taking one of the most recognizable brands that's actually a verb, like tweeting is a verb, and then just taking that and taking a gigantic shit on it because you want it to be called X. Because when you were in charge of PayPal back in the 2000s, somebody said you can't call it X, that's stupid, and he held that grudge ever since. And now he's in charge of Twitter, and now he's going to be stupid.
Talk
Did he
to
get
him,
out
baby.
That PayPal because he wanted to call it X.
Yeah, Peter, what was his name? Peter Thiel outed him.
Yeah, kicked him out pretty much because of that.
Because they ran it through like multiple focus groups and they were just like, dude, we can't call it X. People associate that with porn. And then people like put up some tabs of like porn sites and then Twitter X or whatever. And like it's all just like tabs and it just has like pictures of
Chrome's
X's in
dead.
different colors.
Yeah. Yeah, you can
I gotta
see it
say
right
though,
here.
I may have hacked Twitter in a way that like okay, so on my phone, I haven't updated Twitter in I don't know, like 2 years. I still have the regular Twitter icon.
me
I
too, me
don't
too.
have
Yeah, same here.
I don't have the for you or following option. Like I still just have the regular feed. I will say the one thing though is I don't see any verification. Like whether it's the blue check or the yellow check or whatever, I don't see anything. Like nobody has a check at all, which honestly is, I mean, it's fine with me. But
Yeah, because
I feel like I don't even want to update like my iOS on my phone because I don't want to like I don't want it to accidentally update Twitter.
Yeah, so this all felt very rushed from Twitter because as we've learned, they like to just roll shit out without like testing it at all. So the day of, Elon Musk tweets this from like the Twitter headquarters.
Why is Tony Stewart trending?
He probably killed somebody, anyways.
That's all right.
So they were taking down the sign at Twitter the next morning, and it came out, I guess, that they just didn't bother to check with the city or anything, like didn't pay for a permit for all this equipment, and the LAPD just came to the
Because
building.
they had
and
they had a crane lift on the sidewalk, and you had because that's public property, you have to get permission to do that.
Yeah, let me see if I can find this real fast. But yeah, it was pretty comical because it was just fucking.
Yeah, so instead of Twitter or X, it's now
Yeah, they got
Got it.
all the way down to the ER, so it was just
Yeah. You just have now.
Well, that's emergency room, so they could be sued for trying to impersonate a hospital.
Oh, ER. Yeah.
So if you upload a video on X now, is it called an X video?
That yeah, that's another funny thing. So the Twitter videos account.
I mean,
Hold
so
on.
is
Yeah, that's-
eraser, but
Yeah.
They used
Well,
the-
I saw like there was a hoax that went around saying that tweets will now be called Zeets, XEET, which if you pronounce it like Mandarin, that makes it a sheet. So you're gonna take a big old sheet on somebody.
I might be stupid. I went to Twitter videos, I couldn't find it, so I just typed in X videos, and that went about how you expected it. All right. Okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah, the thing about calling it X is it makes it impossible to Google.
Dude, it like on my browser, it just looks like I have a porn tab open every time I have Twitter open because it's just big like
I
black
swear
X.
he did that on purpose. I swear that was like this is his ultimate troll job. Like I'm
Fucking,
just
I hate it.
Like
Well, I've
Slap's
seen
tweet the
articles
other
already
day.
that it's getting blocked by parental
Yeah.
guidance and all that.
It's just the ultimate rich guy move, just to buy a brand for like $45 billion and just drag it through the mud just because he
Yeah,
can
just-
financially.
picking the legs off of a grasshopper just to watch it squirm, and then other people tell you no, stop, and you just like laugh at him. Like he's just a soulless, fucking empty, hollow man.
I didn't know what you were gonna say.
Neither
No, he's
pity
a
nor
reptilian
mercy.
shapeshifter.
I know we're kind of shitting on Twitter too, but like, I mean, my God, is
Lizard overlord.
Threads even a thing anymore? Like everybody kind of like wanted to feel all special and like, oh God, I'm on Threads and Twitter's gonna die, and I've like,
Well, Zuck rolled that out
has used Threads in 3 weeks.
Zuck
it's already
rolled that
dead.
out way too fast, and it was like missing too many pieces. Yeah, he pulled a Musk and just like was like, "Oh, just put it out there, put it out there."
Yep.
Go.
Yeah, getting 3 likes on Threads is like getting 50 likes on Twitter.
Yeah, I deleted
only
that shit
said-
off my phone.
Yeah, I only sent one thread. And I basically told Caleb to kill himself. And that's the last time I logged in.
I haven't logged in either. I
Instantly
hope...
banned.
Oh shit.
But it's like I'll look on like if I pull up Threads right now, which I actually don't think I'm following anybody on it. But if I looked up like Bob Pockrass or something, like stuff
he
that
on
he
it?
posts that's like news and what probably. Yeah, he is. But it's like, okay, qualifying order for this weekend, you know, just like tweeting out the generic NASCAR list or whatever. 59 likes. Like nobody's looking at this.
Hey, if I got 59 likes on Twitter, that'd be like a tweet of mine popping off.
ET
about
got that. That means you
perspective.
tweeted something wrong.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Didn't I retweet one of your tweets, Cody? You got like 2,000 likes or some shit. It was like
It's
it
the
wasn't.
slap effect.
It wasn't even anything good. It was just like a random.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, there was nothing. It was
Wasn't
nothing
good.
special. It was just like I agree with that, and I hit
Some
retweet, and then
stupid
like
tweet.
it was just like, oh, I agree with that. Hit retweet, and it was like, oh, 2,000 likes.
Yeah, I can't get a tweet any higher than 10 likes unless I get a slap
Dude,
retweet.
yeah,
Dude,
slap,
my
slap
mo- my
the
most
Insta
liked-
boost.
My most liked tweet was when I was on break at UPS, and I just decided to take my break at my parents' house because it was like en route. And I watch ESPN, and there's like some stupid fucking show, and it's just people just yelling at each other. I was like, "This show sucks. I can't believe people pay to money to watch cable anymore." And I got like 4,000 likes on it, but I had like 10,000 replies, and it's just people just shitting on me. Like, you don't understand the show, dude. You don't understand it. That's what it's about. It's just these people being stupid and yelling at each other. I'm like, it's on ESPN like right after Sports Center. I think they're supposed to like tell us about like what's going on in
It was
football or
probably
basketball.
Talladega
or anything.
Nights.
Well, I mean, ESPN, what, like a couple weeks ago or a month ago, they fired a ton.
Oh yeah, they
talent.
fucking
They
killed
got
them
rid of
all.
a ton of people because you know they just keep losing. Which I mean, part of it's just like you know the basic evolution of how people get information, but part of it too. I mean, every single show on there is just a random debate show. You know that like nobody cares about, and it's just meant
Yeah,
to
it's like one
generate
one
controversy.
broadcaster, one guy who actually played sports, and they just have like the worst takes imaginable, and they yell at each other for 30 minutes, and then
That's how they
and
get
then
clickbait and how they get advertising. Just like
Yeah.
what happened to mainstream media. Like you don't get news anymore; you get
Fake
rage
news.
media.
I bet
here's
those
what to be
ESPN
mad
shows, like-
about today.
Like Skip and Shannon, I bet they don't even have half the opinions that they have on the show. Like I guarantee
They're not even
they
together
just-
anymore.
They have their
Yeah.
production meeting, and the producers are like,
Yeah.
"Okay, well, we can't just agree on everything. So like,
Yeah,
you have to take this side, you have to take that side." Like,
Shannon
The
quit
only
like
people
weeks
that
ago. Where were you?
argue that are good is PTI, and they've been around since 2001.
Yeah, actually, I think Shannon is with Stephen A. Smith now at ESPN, and they're gonna do another debate yell show. So
They
That'll
both
be-
just paired with Skip and then just left him and then paired up on their own.
Yeah, if you want a good opinion on all that arguing, go watch Jon Stewart roast Crossfire. That's on YouTube.
sounds old as fuck.
tweet still.
Dude,
up,
that was the origin of Tucker Carlson's villain story.
Yep.
Forgot SRX is tonight too. Does anybody have that up?
That's why Tony Stewart's
Dude, their
trending.
ratings last week were terrible.
Yeah, because I forgot it's how
Absolutely.
like happening. I've tweeted that every week that their marketing is like complete ass. Like,
Well, I think the one thing with SRX that they've struggled, like, it was a really cool concept, but like, what is their identity? Is it for fun? Is it IROC 2.0? Is it a bunch of retired NASCAR people? Like, I don't know.
Yes.
They've really struggled for like what their identity is.
Yeah.
And I
All
think
of the
that's kind of
above.
hurt them.
well, I saw
Okay.
like it sucks too because like Joseph Newgarden, I think it's like he's making his oval debut or something tonight, like in SRX, and like everybody's like, oh, I don't give a fuck.
It's also on a Thursday night on ESPN. No one's watching.
Yeah,
or no
Thursday
one
night
has
Joseph
is
Newgarden,
channels
he's never
still
run
on
an oval
ESPN.
before.
All right, well, oval with Fender debut.
Short track debut. Oh wait, Iowa.
Yeah, dude.
God damn it. I hate how fucking.
His
All right,
SRX
that
debut.
almost became an out of context quote, but I hate.
Didn't you buy that hat at a racy one?
I may have bought this hat at a racy one. I don't know.
I mean, that's
But-
better than the guy I bought a dude's hat, and then like 3 weeks later he got fired.
That is true.
Caleb was the biggest Pato Award fan, and then he crashed, and he's like, "Oh fuck him! I'm the Joseph Newgarden."
He's also
fan
on
now."
SRX tonight. He's just in the booth.
Otto?
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, Connor Daly.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. He bought his hat. Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to buy Takuma Sato merch at Indy, but I was told that he does not actually
Dude.
exist.
we went on like
no, they're
we,
all sold out. Remember?
yeah, we had like 5 or 6 of us just like in the infield, like around the track, looking for one piece of fucking Takuma Sato merch for Slap, and we didn't find any.
I found his from last year when he was driving the 51 Rick Ware car or whatever. And I was like,
deleted him from existence.
yeah, they unpersoned him. He's like I just had a fever dream. It was a
Unpersoned, that's
psyop.
hell of a
Mandela.
word.
I was psyoped into believing that he won the Indy 500 twice.
Can that just be a meme, like a modern day meme to say you unpersoned somebody? That's an amazing word.
I forgot too, while we're on the topic of IndyCar, I woke up to this message this morning. Fucking, we're having the Larson reveal for what car he's running in the 500. I don't know if this is like the car he'll run the next 2 years or just for next year.
Oh
But,
my
uh,
god.
By the way, we need to buy our tickets for that soon because those are gonna go quick, especially if we want good seats.
Does he know?
Yeah. Need to get that Airbnb again.
If Larson misses the show, like I've seen some people speculate, I'm not coming. I'm out.
Yeah, if Larson has to go back to Charlotte, I'm going with him.
Yeah.
But like, do we think he's gonna get like the McLaren, like the black and orange, or is he just gonna get like the stupid ass Hendrick cars, reused, recycled base?
Is he
think
racing
it's gonna
for
be Hendrick
McLaren? Is that
racing.
like confirmed?
Yeah, it's McLaren.
Okay. I thought it was Andretti for some reason.
No, but he's in the 17, and they use like the Hendrick, like the Xfinity 17 that they use. And it's making me nervous. I think
the
an-
numbers revealed itself
Another
for
thing
us.
that was pointed out to me was that in this graphic, if you look at it, the Hendrick like red is overlapped with the McLaren orange, and I'm just scared that they're gonna do like the regular base and just like replace the red with orange. And if they do that, like I'm literally gonna
Why
kill
did they use
myself.
2 different portraits of him?
I don't know.
Yeah, I was that is kind of like it wasn't like him and a crew chief or something. Or
Yeah,
him and the
it's
owner,
pretty
it's
weird
just
graphic.
Him twice, yeah.
Like I had to look at that for a second. I was like, "Is that another dude?" I was like, "Nope, that's just him twice." Okay.
Shout out to Kyle Larson, who is what if he just Fernando Alonso's it and misses the 500. Same team too.
The wrong
Oh,
shade of orange on
I know now that it's his clone, and so that's how he's going to run both the 500 and the 600.
What, just like Matt Kenseth style, like just pull him out of the truck, like get him
Yeah,
going.
he's just going to have the clone run at Indy because that's too dangerous, and then he's going to be down at Charlotte running the 600.
He learned from the Prestige himself.
He learned from Ryan Newman.
It's gonna win.
Ryan
both
Newman
of the
is not
same
real.
way.
He died in 2020.
Jesus Christ! All right, we're moving on.
He's a hologram.
There's a slaps crazy ass moment for you.
Media check-in time. I'm not gonna dwell on that
Was
thought
he
whatsoever.
unpersoned?
Oh my god.
No, he was double personed.
I got a race car to the
I
He was
head.
love this word. Like, can you
repersoned.
imagine, like,
Repersoned.
I just love that word so much. Like just think about it in football terms. Like Patrick Mahomes, like just jukes a dude out and he just unpersoned him. Like that fits so well. I don't know.
You'll never guess where I heard that word from.
Oh man,
It was the
actually
day. It was the
mad.
day Trump got banned on Twitter.
Of course not.
Because everybody was just like, "Oh man," I forget who it was. It was somebody's. He got banned from like Facebook, all that shit, all at once. And it was like, they did this to the president. They unpersoned the president. And I was like you. I was like, unpersoned. It's such a good fucking word. It sounds like some 1984 shit.
Damn.
We will unperson you.
I
We'll
completely.
unperson you. It'll be
Okay.
like you never existed until we reperson you, like we did Ryan Newman.
Oh, you reminded me, Blake, with the Patrick Mahomes reference. But so training camp
Cares
just
about
started in the
football.
NFL. No, it's big. They've had 3 big injuries today.
Joe Burrow, I saw that
Yeah,
one.
so Burrow is
Jover.
Yeah, he has a calf injury, and they don't know the severity of it. Jalen Ramsey just got traded from the Rams to the Dolphins, fucking tore his meniscus, and he's out for either 6 to 8 weeks or the entire season for the Dolphins. And then Garrett Wilson tweaked his ankle in practice, and Aaron Rodgers is pissed. That's his number 1 receiver. It just reminded me real fast.
It's Jover.
But before we get caught up on that, we're going to move on to the media check-in.
She requests a trade back to the Packers after.
No, we're not getting started. We're not doing it. We're not doing it.
After a Jets receiver
I shouldn't-
tweaks his ankle in practice.
You shouldn't have brought up
Just
NFL.
once he
be
thought
out
he
of
was
the-
out,
God
they
damn it.
pulled him back in.
I've
Yeah, move
fucked
on.
up.
What's
Anybody
the
been
next-
watching
Okay, what have you
anything,
been
or
watching?
what am I watching?
I mean, I know
yeah.
we're kind of on football now. I've been watching the
Oh my God.
quarterback series on Netflix, and I love it. Like,
I do-
highly
yeah,
recommend. Very good.
Yeah, I watched through the entire series. I binged it in like 2 days, and it was banger. Actually, I like Kirk Cousins a lot more than I thought I would like Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, agreed.
He's good dude.
Apparently they're having a lot of trouble finding people to do it this year because other quarterbacks watched it and they're like, oh, that shows too much of like our system and our personal lives. So they're like having issues trying to find people to do it this year.
Yeah, actually, I've heard they asked Ryan Tannehill about it, and he said that he refused to be on it because it was like too invasive of his personal life, and it was like, yeah, this is why you're terrible. But
I don't know. I'd love it if they did kind of the same thing again. Like one of the best quarterbacks in the league, a veteran who's like looking to like revive his career, and then kind of like a new quarterback. Like it'd be like a good mix. Like Baker Mayfield would be perfect because like this is kind of like
Yeah.
his last shot, you know?
yeah, I did really like that element of Mariota, and especially
Miles starts playing.
yeah, because it wasn't like cinematic at all. It was or like a storybook ending with him. It was just like the reality of he got benched and like cut, and he just had to live with that. So I thought it was well done.
Well, if they run out of quarterbacks, then they'll always do other positions as well.
Yeah, but it doesn't roll off the tongue. Like imagine like wide receiver, tight end, like. It
I don't
doesn't-
know. Wide receiver would be pretty. You know how crazy they can be.
Yeah.
They'll
Yeah, we
get
can-
All the
into
best personalities are like the wide receivers and shit.
Yeah, we sat for a year with Antonio Brown and just
I was gonna
heard
say,
all
we-
this.
We just need an Antonio Brown series. That's it. Like,
I want a kicker series. Can you imagine a whole documentary on like Justin Tucker?
Or like Ryan Suckup.
What happened with Antonio Brown? Because do you remember he like locked himself in his house and had like the entire police force sitting outside? And that was just like the
I
last
saw
we
he
heard
was in
of him.
that-
Dude,
last
if
I
somebody
saw he
wants
was in
some
that
really
pool.
good,
Saga.
if
He was
somebody wants-
unpersoned. He was unpersoned.
God damn it.
If somebody wants some really good Antonio Brown content, Urinating Tree on YouTube has
Yes.
a really good video about him
Yep.
co-owning. It's not arena football. Like I don't know the name of the league, but
UFL,
it's
I
like an
believe.
indoor. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like an
the,
indoor football
Empire.
league team.
The
And, like,
Empire.
Albany
Yeah,
Empire,
whatever
yeah.
it is.
and that's hilarious. Like how he literally destroyed that whole franchise. And like
Yeah, like one of the most winningest teams in that league, and he literally like just burned
killed
it to the
team in,
ground.
like less than a year.
Hell yeah.
So much so that the team is now out of the league. They were kicked out.
That's amazing.
But Urinating Treat also has a good video on Antonio Brown back when he was playing and during all the crazy fiascos he was going through when he was still a player.
Like right before he got traded to the fucking Raiders, that whole saga.
And he came back and won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
The most
Dude, thank God DT isn't here because he would have bopped us from all this football talk like 10 seconds into it.
I tried.
No, you egged it on. We wouldn't.
I tried stopping it, and then when he wouldn't stop, it's like, all right, if we want to go down the football route, I can start talking about Aaron Rodgers.
Oh man.
We're gonna be
Whatever
here
you
all
do, do
night.
not talk about Tom Brady. Did anybody else watch anything or do anything?
Hey,
I was supposed to see Oppenheimer yesterday, but then I ended up being way busier than I thought I was.
you ended up watching Barbie instead.
Last night I did. You guys are gonna roast me for this, but I watched Ben Shapiro's entire video roasting the Barbie movie. Dude, I was laughing so hard, and dude, you just gotta his fucking stupid dry humor. He's like so serious when he's critiquing these like movies that are supposed to be silly. Dude,
Let's just say, for sake of argument, that I was a Barbie girl, and let's just say theoretically that I lived in a Barbie world. Would life in plastic therefore not be fantastic?
See, Slat gets it.
Ben Shapiro's such a fucking doofus.
Exactly. Dude, that's why it was so fucking hilarious to watch that. He was taking like the roast of fucking this Barbie movie so seriously. Dude, it's like fucking 40 something minutes long. It's like half the length of the movie itself.
Brings a notepad in with.
Dude, imagine going to see Barbie with like your fucking 8-year-old like daughter, and then you look over, it's Ben Shapiro just fucking taking notes.
He wanted to be a Hollywood screenwriter so fucking bad.
I haven't seen a movie in a theater since pre-COVID.
Damn,
Oh, you gotta go.
Yeah.
I don't think I've been to a movie theater either.
And I think it was like
like
it
the
was one of the
mid-2010s
one of the
for me.
last Avenger movies or something like the
Endgame?
big one where they yeah I think so.
Yeah, mine might have been Endgame too. Shit.
Damn, y'all.
I legit think the last movie I saw in theaters was like Limitless, like going on like 10 years ago.
Holy
I'm
shit.
not even kidding.
How do you not go to the theater to see a Christopher
I've
Nolan movie?
been out of the loop. I know. I've been overdue.
I will say
I'm not saying it's a good thing.
the only bad Christopher Nolan experience I've had was Tenet because I was just like, what the fuck is going on like the whole time?
You
But,
can't understand any of the dialogue. It's just,
no, it is loud as fuck, just explosions. Yeah, I think Rusty, I think you're the only one that's seen Oppenheimer in here. So how was it? Was it banger?
You
No
know,
spoilers.
I did have a good opinion coming out of it, but after I heard Christopher Nolan's review on one of his favorite movies, Talladega Nights, Oppenheimer is trash. Don't give that man another one of his movies ever again. He's got to go. He's got to go.
Let me guess.
What?
He gave praise to Talladega Nights.
What's wrong with Talladega Nights? Like y'all are fucking haters of
Rusty and Slap are boomers that don't have a sense of humor and don't understand parody.
I
and
do have a
satire,
sense
so
of
that's-
humor. I just think it's fucking stupid. I think it's brain damage. I think it got kicked in the head too
Why do
much.
you think I liked it so much?
Because you're a zoomer and you got kicked in the head too much.
Dude, when Jean Girard and Ricky Bobby just kiss at the start finish line, it's peak cinema. Just peak cinema.
I swear to God, if you guys rewatch that with an open mind
shit.
and just got rid of your preconceived notions.
No, the
you would
kiss at
like
the
it.
end is woke garbage, and I will have none of it.
Hey,
I've always wondered with like NASCAR sponsorships, who gets more out of a sponsorship? Like somebody that sponsors a Cup car today, or like Wonder, or
Wonder for sure.
or like
Perrier.
yeah, Perrier or whatever.
Fig Newtons.
I just wanted to say that this has happened 2 weeks in a row where Ben is just dead and none of us have noticed.
He's dead again.
Stone cold.
Somebody go back and see how long he
we
was
fucking got his ass 2 weeks in a row.
It was at least like 4 minutes last time. We'll see if we beat it this time.
Oh,
That'll be
Damn.
the thumbnail picture this week.
I need fucking Cody to bring back the camera that breaks because now that his
Dude,
camera is working
Dude, that's
for
like
me.
a thing with Shrimp Hours. One camera has to break every single episode.
Yeah, I got
Cody
rid of my
fixed
camera. I'm
his.
just on the webcam now. I don't
Cody
have any
fixed
more.
his, and now it's Ben.
Once
I've
I've
handed
handed
it off.
someone else is gonna fuck it. I'm just gonna
Try
keep
that.
it up like this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
keep
Yeah,
it-
it
keep-
works.
Yeah, make that your Twitter profile picture.
Chilling.
I just love that for the second week in a row, none of us noticed at all.
Because Ben's so cool, calm, and collected. He's not flailing his arms like me or Rusty or anything.
Flailing about.
Try that in a small town.
Taylor, can you free screen or can you full screen me real fast? So I can
No,
get a screen?
if I full screen it, then it's gonna kill you. It's gonna kill you. You're gonna go.
No, it's not.
All right.
Oh,
dead.
It's not.
No.
All right.
You
Well, Ben
see?
fucked himself. So
It's Jover.
See what happens when we don't listen.
He has been unpersoned. It's over.
God damn it.
Yeah, it was the Mandela effect. Ben Crazy never existed. It was all just part of our imagination.
All right. Well, let me find a picture of myself.
The
on
real
the
Ben
screen.
Crazy is the friends we met along the way.
Just do like what Eric Cartman did, like the thing of his, he holds up the picture of his like frozen thing or whatever in the South Park pandemic special episode.
I haven't
Yeah?
seen South Park in like a decade. I used to be the biggest South Park fan, but I fell away from it like a while ago.
The
For no
recent,
particular reason. I just got busy with life.
The last 2 seasons have been really, really good. Like kind of back to form, I would say.
I'll catch clips on YouTube when I can, but yeah, I haven't kept up with like new episodes in a while. A hot minute.
And got.
It's
Do
the
we
feds.
have a crazy ass moment in history this week, Slap?
Yeah, Ben's camera does not work.
Yeah,
That's the
it's
crazy ass moment.
the great
No,
canon
but
disaster of
But
2023.
literally the day after we did DMZ Dominoes, there was an incident at the DMZ.
Oh,
in
that
Korea.
dude! Yeah, I saw that.
Wait, what happened? You gotta.
Oh, I'll let Slap tell it.
So,
Yeah.
are you going to do the intro or what?
That was the intro. That was the.
Oh shit! All right.
That was the
God
Do,
damn.
do you have the intro? I didn't know if you had it or not. I was going to do something to build it up. Whatever.
It's time for Slap's crazy ass moments in history.
Womp. Womp,
Ben
womp.
still
All right,
spirals
yeah.
into
I just want to
infinity.
let you know, like on my end, that shit like blows my ears out. So the fact y'all can't hear it is
It's
like
so
crazy.
quiet. It's
Yeah, it was kind of quiet. But anyway.
Hey!
Oh, he's back!
Hey.
We're so back. All right, let's see if he freezes again. But yeah, Slap.
All right,
Let us
8
know.
minutes from now, we'll realize that he froze again. But yeah, literally the day after we did Dominoes at the DMZ, there was a private in the U.S. military named Travis King who defected over to Korea or North Korea and just hopped the border. And this is his story. So September of last year, he was basically found in dereliction of duty. He was supposed to show up for a formation, didn't show up. Then they go out looking for him. Eventually, they find him, and they discipline him, do whatever. Well, he gets cut loose again, and the next time they find him, he is in a South Korean jail cell because he got into a fight with locals and beat up 2 people. And so the South Korean police found him, locked him up, and the U.S. Army was like, "All right, you're done, buddy. You got some simple assault charges. We worked it out a deal so you can spend the rest of your term in an American jail instead of a South Korean jail." And they got him out, took him to the Seoul airport, and he was supposed to have a flight out on Monday, and then they deemed him a low flight risk. So they just left him there on the honor system, and he just bounced out of the airport and just left. There was no escort or anything. So he goes back up north to where he was stationed at the DMZ, and he goes and joins a civilian tour of the DMZ. He just pays his money and joins the tour, and then at one point breaks off, makes a beeline straight up through the DMZ by a gate, hops a fence. He's over there in North Korea, and the North Koreans welcome him over, and they have been tight-lipped about where he's at or what he's doing ever since.
Dude, someone took like a photo like of the group and like him in the group, and like it was literally like 2 seconds after the photo was taken is when he just booked it.
I didn't know you could just do that, like right at the main front gate. I like.
Well,
is that
you can't really. I mean, you're gonna have consequences once you get to the other side. But I mean, technically, you physically can. But yeah, you're probably not gonna be happy with your decision afterwards.
Yeah, so here's a picture of like the actual gate he went through. This wasn't like the current year, but that's the gate where you could literally just like blitz past two dudes and like you're there. It's in General.
Yeah, I got it. So what?
So
You just
that
like
gray
body
building
these
over
two
there is yeah. If you just blitz past those two dudes and you make it to that gray building, congratulations, you made it to North Korea.
You said we just
Easy.
don't know where he's at.
Yeah, his whereabouts are currently unknown. His family has no idea if he will ever be returned to the United States. He's
Jesus Christ.
Probably not a lot.
and he did all of this to avoid charges of simple assault. Like he just didn't want to go to jail, so he went to North Korea. I was like, dude, that's so much fucking worse.
Yeah, shout out to this is Travis King. Shout out to him.
Travis King being stationed in South Korea, it broke him mentally. He's just did not want to be in South Korea anymore. He's like anywhere but here. And then Kim Jong-un is just like, all right, buddy.
What was that one?
You couldn't take that fast internet.
What was that Otto dude from like 6-7 years ago that like drunkenly like tore down some poster in North Korea and they imprisoned him and he came home brain dead? And you know what I'm talking about, right?
I have
Yeah,
no
there
clue
was
what
some
you're
like
talking
college
about.
student and he was touring, and I
Yeah.
think he was on a floor he shouldn't have been on, and he took a propaganda poster, and they like
They basically
kept.
like,
I forget how long
beat
they kept
in-
him, but
in
clearly he went to
prison.
like a labor camp, and then was freaking like he was messed up after that.
Yeah, that's immediately what I thought of when I saw this story. Just some
Need-
dude
I
booked
need
in North
sauce.
Korea gets. Yeah, his name was like, what was his name? It was Otto. I know that was his first name. I can't remember his last name.
I feel like he went to Virginia. Sounds right.
Warmbier. I
could be
hope
totally
I'm pronouncing
wrong,
that correctly. WARMBIER. Yeah, that. Rest in peace, dude. Hopefully, this dude has a lot better, happier story, happier ending. Yeah, that's immediately what I thought of when I hear just some dude just books it across the border to
God damn.
North Korea and it's just immediately like snatched.
He was
taken to an
returned in a
undisclosed
vegetative state. God damn.
Yeah, it's not a good story. And that was basically our last interaction with like.
So don't get drunk in North Korea. Might do
Pretty
something
much.
you regret. Or that you don't have the mental faculties to regret.
All right, leaving Slap's crazy ass moments on a dark note this week.
Don't go to North Korea
Don't go
ever.
to North Korea, kids. All right.
Especially if you're trying to avoid simple assault charges, just come back to America.
Jesus.
It'll
All
be
right.
fine. It'll be fine. You know, the liberal Democrats will just give you like a slap on the wrist, like 2 days community service, and you'll be back in action.
All right, it's time for fucking Animal Planet on that.
That was Animal Planet, dude.
Whispered, quiet Animal Planet theme. How it's apparently just deafening Caleb and we can barely hear it.
That was the loudest experience of my fucking life, dude. I've listened to it at Ben's house, and I don't think my inner ear has been this affected. All right, Cody, you've been to racetracks. What happened?
Nothing really animalistic, but did go to a restaurant that
Oh,
I
no.
ordered a I ordered a BLT, literally the simplest thing you can fucking order. Asked for, hey, just can I get some crispy bacon with that, please? Because I don't like chewy, rubbery bacon. They bring it out to me. I swear to God, they had it on the pan for 2 seconds. It was floppy, rubbery, raw, cold. It's like, what is this shit? And then that I learned to discover that Caleb is a pro rubber bacon boy.
It's not rubbery. It's
Yes,
good.
It's disgusting. You need to have
I thought
a
this
certain
was Animal
crisp
Planet,
level.
not Karen Hour.
Hey,
Hey, yeah. Next, you'll tell me you don't like summer sausage on the pizza.
Yeah.
I'm a big summer sausage fan. I come from the state of Johnsonville. But all I ask for is some
Jacksonville.
little bit crispy bacon, and they bring it to me. It's like it was a fucking piece of rubber.
You would have hated the bacon that we got at in Charlotte at our hotel.
I probably would have.
It was like paper thin,
Oh yeah, I
it
forgot
had
about
paper
that.
thin, like floppy bacon.
I just
It
want
wasn't
everybody
even
to.
food. It was just like I swear they printed it off the inkjet.
Yeah, I don't even think it was like actual. I don't even think it was actual bacon. I think they like printed it off on paper and like I put it in my mouth and my brain
It's
connected
dissolved.
the dots to think like, oh, this is bacon, and I was literally eating the bugs and I liked it.
It was like a bacon flavored breath strip. Like you just put it on your tongue and it just dissolves.
Yeah.
I just want to point out here that Cody was so negatively impacted by this chewy, rubbery
Dude,
bacon
it's-
that he put a tweet out about it.
got
About the
0 likes.
rubbery undercooked bacon. Yeah, he got fucking ratioed because of the bacon.
ratioed with the one reply. That was you.
I will say this though, bacon has to be crispy. I like rubbery bacon. Like I'll eat it. I don't detest it, but crispy bacon is infinitely better.
I'm just saying, it's literally from like a kitchen's perspective, the simplest thing you can ask for. Some toast, a hunk of tomato and lettuce, and some crispy bacon. And
Look, if I'm getting
I asked,
paid
hey-
2 cents and someone commands me to make sure that the bacon is extra crispy, I'm gonna make that thing flop like a fish.
No, I'm
Like,
gonna
or
burn
ask
it to a
myself-
crisp. That
Oh,
shit
she
will
did-
be black.
she decided to tell me afterwards, after I asked for a couple more pieces, that she brought me out that they were also rubbery. She's like, "Oh, our pan isn't capable of cooking crispy bacon." It's like, what kind of kitchen do you have back there? Like your fryer is incapable of heating up food.
They just microwaved it, dude. Leave them alone. Just like,
I mean, you're probably
I'm
right.
just
That's the-
envisioning like Cody with the pizza, but instead of like us, it's just like a random like waitress, and he's like, "Bro, this is rubbery bacon, bro."
dude, are you kidding me?
dude.
Cody's like literally just bubble bass, just being like, no pickles.
Dude,
Yeah, let me go.
literally I'm the least pickiest eater probably out of all you motherfuckers.
Oh my! No, you're
Oh,
dude.
get out of here.
And then out of
Get
5
outta
years of
here.
interacting, I order a pepperoni pizza and they throw summer sausage on it. It's like, oh, Cody's picky. It's like, didn't I still eat that shit, motherfuckers? Yes, I did.
And it's
Yeah,
true. He did eat it.
Yeah, I
I
went to
ate
the
a-
waitress
I
and
had
said
a
that.
pineapple at the Indy 500.
You had a
It-
loaded
that was-
pineapple.
that
That is
that
a
thing looked
sin
good as
against
fuck.
God.
I don't even like pineapples, and I still liked it.
Yeah, Cody went to the waitress and said, "Can I get the TV remote?" and then cranked it to 100.
I'm putting on NASCAR.
Me and Ben saw that loaded pineapple at Indy, and I like tapped Ben on the shoulder. I'm like, man, look at that crazy ass bullshit. Who the fuck would get that? We get up to the stands. There's fucking Blake just fucking going to town. I'm like,
I mean,
okay.
honestly, it wasn't that bad. Like,
What was all in it? Other
Like
than just
cheese,
I
pineapple?
mean,
bacon?
yeah, it was like just like some beef, some cheese. I don't know. They just kind of threw a bunch of shit.
I was
like,
about-
on top, like on.
It
a
was like the thing that we
pineapple.
got at IRL, but it was held by pineapple.
Instead of
Here
a
it-
potato
I got
and
it
mac
right
and
here.
cheese, it was-
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
I was about to say pineapple. That sounded nice and refreshing on like a hot day like that. But then what was on it? Cheese, butter, beef. You know,
Well,
So
something
you,
to
you can
cool
see
off
Ben,
on a-
you can see
hot
Blake's
summer
other
day.
hand. He's just, like, I'm making fun of him when I take this picture, and his other hand is just like, bro, what? It's good, man.
It was better than expected. I will have to say.
Shout out
You know,
to them.
I mean, that got you a bunch
honestly,
of
Blake,
likes, too,
honestly,
so.
honestly, I feel like I missed out.
Oh,
I should have
We'll have a chance next
gotten the
year.
loaded pineapple.
FOMO.
Yeah, if Larson makes the show, should we go and get that pineapple next year, Blake?
Yeah, yeah. I'd
How
say
much
so.
was it?
It's worth trying. That's the problem. It was like
$28.
$17 or something.
17. Oh my god.
Yeah, it was up there. It was like $15.
Next
But
time.
yeah, it
Next
was
time.
a food truck outside of Turn 4. So
Ben, what was that food truck me and you hit up? It was like Bud's like pulled pork barbecue or whatever.
Yeah, we hit that place up twice because we were there Saturday.
Carb day.
Or was it? Yeah, we were there carb day. We found the place and we saw that they had a breakfast menu. It's like, oh, we're going to hit up this place when we come back Sunday morning. So we went there Sunday morning and got breakfast. But that place was good as well.
The price there was like pretty reasonable too.
Yeah.
They had like loaded fries and this like awesome like breakfast sandwich, and I was like, I'm gonna get it, and waited in line for like 30 fucking minutes. I finally got it. It was just as good as I imagined it would be.
Oh yeah.
I wish I remembered the name of that damn place. God, it's like Bud's Smoke Shop or some shit like that. But they just had like pulled pork and like loaded fries, Reuben sandwiches, all kinds of good shit.
Mm.
I had
Got
the
some
steak
fries
burger
with
and the
that
steak
shake.
was like that big and I had the little bun.
Yeah.
Dude, that morning, because our group got there at like, it was like, I feel like it was like 7:30, and Blake was like, hey, I'm hungry, let me hit up the hot dog stand, and just like down 2 hot dogs at 7:30 in the morning. I was like, fuck it, that's
Yeah.
Animal
Dude,
Planet.
I do that.
This
I
is
did
at
that at
Martinsville
Martinsville. I
last
got
time.
at Martinsville like at 6:00 in the morning, and I like as soon as like the hot dog stand opened up at 8, immediately like, yeah, let me get 4 Martinsville hot dogs all the way.
all the way.
last thing, you get out of the way early because like during the race the line's gonna be super freaking
Exactly.
long. So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
just like stuff them in your bag or something. You have like 6 or something. You can just snack on them throughout the day or something.
Just some pocket hot dog.
We get
And
8
it's like
and it comes in a
$12.
paper bag.
You could buy 8 Martinsville hot dogs, or you could get 1 loaded pineapple.
Yeah, Martinsville hot
Choice is
dog when I
yours.
went, it was like $2. I don't know if it's gone up in price, but yeah, it's pretty good and the price is right.
Dude,
I have some animal store. Well, I don't-
shit.
I don't know about Animal Planet worthy stories, but being at the track, so one thing that was really interesting about Chicago, because I got to go there, was so I'm kind of like a band drum corps nerd, and the Chicago Orchestra is like the top of the line, like best orchestra in the world, pretty much. Like everybody knows that they're kind of like the standard or whatever. And I saw once the Xfinity race rained out and they weren't going to finish it, there was like 30 minutes before their show started, and so I like walked out from turn 2, went back to my hotel, got a quick shower, and unfortunately I didn't bring clothes that was like good for the Chicago Symphony Orchestra, so I go there in like blue jeans and like an NASCAR shirt. Meanwhile, everybody else is in like their freaking Sunday
Tuxedo.
best, like walking into this damn orchestra or whatever. I got a ticket. So I stick out like a sore thumb. But it was actually really cool. What they did was they played the 7th Star Wars movie, or The Force Awakens. I don't know, one of those like. I'm not a big Star Wars.
One of the
person, I
bad
couldn't tell
ones.
you. Yeah. It was like post like I don't know. Luke Skywalker shows up at like the very end of the movie or something. I don't know which one. But anyways, like they screened the whole movie, but all the music was live. And it was actually really cool because like you could
Oh,
watch
yeah.
the movie and then like anything music wise that was going on was actually played in front of you, which was kind of sick.
That would have been really cool.
Yeah.
And then outside of turn 2, there was this one guy, I cannot remember his name, Chicago, or maybe it was like turn 3 or 4 or whatever. He had his 2 kids there, his 2 little boys, and they were running around, and he was just like the nicest freaking person like in the world. It was like so cool, and like he had never been to a NASCAR race before. They have like all these setups with like iRacing close by and all these games, and he's just like asking questions like, how often do these guys race, or like what's the race going on today, and like what's going on with them, or what he was just asking questions like he didn't know anything that was going on. And he was just a super cool freaking guy. And then like 10 minutes later, Dale Jr., who's calling the race from his like perch or whatever, he comes down and he like talks to this dude for like 10 or 15 minutes, and they're just like chilling there and like having a great conversation about like man, like I wouldn't be here if y'all wouldn't have brought this, but now like I want to go to another race, like I want to see like a real NASCAR track and stuff like that. And it was just like super cool, and I was really happy
Hell
I
yeah.
got to experience that. So
Come to Slinger.
oh,
all
and
the
I got to
cars.
go to Anderson again.
Oh god
Oh,
damn
yeah.
it, Ben froze again.
Oh no! At least he's happy.
Yeah, we got him on a smile.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's
That's
a
a profile picture right there.
Yeah,
His
that's
LinkedIn
that's
right
very wholesome, and that's awesome. Imagine like just like talking to like Dale Jr. and like I don't know who.
But
I
that's
don't
the
give
thing.
a
Like
fuck.
he doesn't really even know who.
Yeah, he
Dale
doesn't give a
Jr.
fuck
Like, he
'cause he's
knew
like-
who he
yeah.
was, but he wasn't like freaking out. Like
Yeah, he wasn't
or a huge
starstruck.
fan or whatever. He's just like, oh yeah, Dale Jr. I've heard of him, but like, it was really cool.
Shit like that is, I think, why the street race is so cool. And I don't know if we've ever like touched on it on the podcast, but aren't they supposed to be like expanding like international with that idea at some point soon?
Those are the rumors.
Going to
Yeah,
Canada next year, baby.
Yeah, I've
Get
heard
your
some rumors
passport ready.
about like Montreal or something. I don't know if they're true, but
Better start learning French, buddy.
Yeah, get ready to learn French, buddy. All right. All right, is that all our Animal Planet?
Move it on to
Yeah, what's next? I don't even
Fuck
Fan
fucking
mail.
Ronald Bacon.
Fan mail. God damn it. All right. Let's see. What's going on with fan mail?
Send in your fucking mail.
Can't hear the fucking.
Wash your
song.
fucking hands, slap. Send in your
I can hear it. It's
fucking
just
mail.
a little bit
Send them in,
quiet.
guys. Wash your fucking hands, slap.
Intimate.
I don't give a fuck, man. You better send in those emails at this point. Welcome to fan mail. Fan mail. Fan mail. Fan mail.
Coming from the
Oh,
very
fuck.
happy Ben.
Dude, I love like coming back and Ben just full smile. Like he's loving it. He's happy to be
I
here.
like this better than live, Ben. This is an improvement, honestly.
Yeah, just take a screenshot of this. That'll be his face cam from now on.
All right. So fan mail. We got holy shit. We got
20.
6 emails to read.
Jesus.
I'm going to bed.
Our first one is from Ryan Burton. Let's see. He asks, with Shan Van Gisbergen announcing he'll be running Indy with fellow Supercars driver Brody Kostecki, how well do you think they and Kamui Kobayashi do at a track NASCAR drivers actually know? Plus, who will take them all out at turn number 1? And then he
Well,
sent
they're not
in.
running IndyCar. They're running Indianapolis road course.
Did I misspeak? I don't think
Yeah,
he
you
said
said
anything.
they're running IndyCar.
Did I really?
Yeah, Caleb has the reading comprehension of a dolphin.
Yeah, I'm not really that good at the reading. Real fast, he did attach an image, by the way, and is dripped out.
Yeah, that's the
Mm,
drip.
yeah.
That's the drip right there.
Yeah, so
Look how happy I am about that.
oh yeah, Ben's loving it. So how well are the Supercars boys gonna do at the Indianapolis road course?
He's gonna win again.
As good.
I
See,
was about to say,
everybody
like-
switched up their tunes. I don't know. ahead.
Here's the thing. Like, I don't. The NASCAR's only been racing on the Indy road course 2 times before, right?
3 times, I think.
2021, 2022. Yeah.
Yep.
So they raced on that twice. So they're kind of like new-ish
Like
to it.
that.
This is the second time in the next gen car. They, I think the supercar guys would probably, and Kamui Kobayashi would probably do pretty well. The real test is like something like Watkins Glen, where the NASCAR guys are very, very familiar with that track. Like they can literally run it in their sleep.
Yeah, I didn't mean to
I'd
cut
be
you.
more interested to see how many drivers now are going to heel toe it to try to get more turn in the cars and control that with using the clutch.
I don't think that's something you can learn in that small amount of time, though, because that's something that's got to be instinct, and you got to be so comfortable with it. And honestly, I don't think anybody looked at Chicago and was like, "Oh, I got to learn that," and they'd be able to comfortably do it by Indy. And plus, I
Yeah,
don't,
that
like,
was
I don't know
something
if
that
it'll be
Ricky
more or
Rudd
less
was doing when he
effective.
was a teenager.
Yeah,
True.
like that's something that takes a lot of time, I think, to learn and to master. Especially when, like you said, they've raced at Indy before. They've never done that at Indy before. So, like, to take apart their old habits and build new ones, that'd be really tough.
I mean, that's like hundreds of hours in a simulator.
Yeah.
And even then, that's still a far cry from like the actual real life thing. And how much practice they give them? Like 30 minutes, an hour.
Yeah, like hardly anything.
That's fair. That's fair.
All right. Next email is from our best friend down under, and Andrew R. He says, "Morning, all y'all. The 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup kicked off in Australia and New Zealand last night. It was 4 degrees Celsius. I don't know how much that is because I'm not.
That's
Canadian.
really fucking cold.
Yeah, that's like
It's like
38
40 degrees.
Fahrenheit.
Yeah, it's
Damn.
like 38, 40.
And he says, not even my alcohol overcoat from Mr. Jack Daniels was keeping me warm.
That's how Australians keep warm. They don't even own jackets.
No Ned.
He attached a video.
You gotta remember, it took him like 4 weeks to find Ned in Australia where it's actually sold.
Yeah, so hold on. All right, I got the video. I just don't know how I'm gonna show y'all the video.
Caleb, since you mentioned like NFL players going one-on-one versus like soccer players, I've just been picturing like James Harrison in his fucking prime.
It is Ray
leveling the
Lewis,
fucking-
like, yeah,
God.
killing. Well, Ray Lewis, never mind.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, y'all talk amongst yourselves while I try to figure out how to make this video play for y'all.
Hopefully we can hear it.
All right, shut up.
I can tell
Ben-
that it
Ben
is
liked it.
green.
Ben liked that joke.
Yeah, it is very green.
There
All
it
right,
is.
I killed
we got
it. All right,
most of it.
There we go. I can fit it to the screen. All right, good podcast. Here we go.
Control F.
No, I'm gonna fuck this up for y'all real
There's
fast.
a lot of people there.
Yeah, there is a lot of
Yeah.
people here.
What else is going on
This
in
is
Australia and New
so
Zealand
y'all can
at this
hear
time?
it. All right.
Watching kangaroos.
At least they're playing on
and
grass on like turf when
koala
they visited
bears.
DT's country.
Wallabies.
All right, let's well, let me make sure the volume doesn't. All right. Y'all probably won't be able to hear this, but whatever.
No hit.
You hear it? All right, it's loud as fuck. I'm turning it down a little bit.
Oh, God
All right, what happened here?
What's
We
up,
got a
penalty
we got a
kick?
goalie.
We
Yeah,
got
penalty
penalty
kick.
kick.
Penalty shot.
Oh my
I feel like I could make this shot.
Oh, a big crowd pop. Oh, they're loving it.
Oh damn.
What
Is
two-
that the
what
Australian
countries are
women's
playing
team?
Here? Yeah.
That must be
Damn.
the Australian women's team.
Okay.
Shout out, bro.
Because their like national colors are yellow and green. Stream's dead.
Oh, did I kill the stream?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Recording's dead. Podcast.
All right,
is
there
dead.
you
It's
go.
over. It's
There you
just
go.
over.
Yeah, shout out to Andrew R for sending in that video. He added at the very end, this is when sport reminds you that the things that which don't matter oh so many times more. Bigger and better than grown up things like mortgages and work. Thank you, Andrew R. Based. Thank you for that. We got one from Hurricane Lane. He says, Evening Shrimps, as promised from last episodes, I'd share with you guys the bathrooms of Leonardville Speedway, and well, the pissing troughs have made a return. We
Do they
got,
have rust from the streams?
holy shit, this might be,
I have not.
Oh no!
Oh no.
we're not gonna dox this poor dude's email like DT, but look at these things.
Oh.
Oh,
I've seen worse.
Shut up, Cody.
I
Does
mean, it
that-
is indoors.
Yeah,
These
does it
are-
at least have a roof?
These are pretty damn bad.
Oh,
let's
there's
see.
no backstop. They just painted the fucking concrete.
Yeah, dude.
Hold on, what? You gotta share with
It's
me here.
paint. There's no backstop. It's just they painted the different colors, so it looks like a
Well,
backstop.
just the paint is kind of look off to the side. You can see like the metal part where it comes in.
I think they painted over the metal accidentally.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I will
Oh,
say.
I just thought it was just a side plates or just metal, and then they just like painted over the fucking
I can
cinder
see that,
blocks.
Yeah.
At Caraway, I was there a couple weeks ago, and they have one building where the bathrooms are modern and super nice, and then the other building near, like more towards Turn 3, they don't even have a trough. They have like they just kind of like dug a hole on the wall, like near where the wall is, and you just like pee on the
on the
ground
floor.
in like a slight hole like along the wall.
Just a
It's not
cock
even a
hole.
trough.
You just
It's like a. It's
is it like a glory hole? Do you put your cock in it
Oh
and then
my
you pee
god!
into it?
Oh, Jesus Christ! All right.
Next email.
That's the bathroom. You just walk into a field and they hand you a shovel. It's like, all right, good luck.
He says, I asked my friend who brought me here if this is normal to him, and he seemed completely unfazed. I don't know how you can be unfazed by corroded piss concrete, but you do you, I suppose. He said he attached another photo and said, I also found it odd that there is a rather mundane quote on each of the bathroom walls from the deceased former track owner in Don Martin, but anything to keep his legacy alive, I suppose. And
bathroom walls. That's a little interesting.
here, I'll pull it up for you. It says, these restrooms are for your convenience. Help us keep them neat and clean, from Don Martin.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of bathrooms have a quote.
Well, they're not there for my convenience. They're out of fucking necessity.
Yeah,
If you act
you
like an
revolt.
animal, these bathrooms are a privilege. You animal.
Nah, they take the
Animal.
bathrooms away.
Give you a
Hey,
Yeah,
nah.
that's what they give you the shovel. Say, go out back and dig a hole.
Yeah.
nah, dude, you take the bathrooms away and we're pissing on the track during the race.
Just golden streams just through the catch fence.
Dude,
You gotta don't.
There's
cross the
had to have been
streams.
so. Speaking of
Well, it's
Indianapolis, there's in the history of the 500, there has got to have been somebody that has pissed in the bottle and just thrown it at the fence, right?
Oh yeah, did we ever really talk about like the bottle throwers at the Indy 500?
I don't think we did, but I don't know. I kind of want to keep that alive in memory
Yeah,
because
it's kind of like Chicken Bone Alley at like old North Wilkesboro, where they had that like grass in between the
Chicken Bone Alley.
yeah, they had that piece of grass between the catch fence and the first row of seats, and it was all grass. And there's like some old photos you could see where there's just beer cans and just chicken bones just thrown out there.
Wings, just tons of wings.
That was literally like Indy. They had that grass section in between the first row of seats and the catch fence. And people are just chucking empty beer cans over there, beer bottles and all types of stuff, just making it into like, beer bottle alley or whatever the fuck they call it. somebody's definitely like pissed in a bottle and threw it over there at some point.
Wings that still have half the meat on it.
Yeah,
Never
like
seen
rusty
this.
type wings.
Next email comes in from Harley Payne. And Harley says, never cross a picket line. And he says, hello, shrimps. In light of the, I don't know the acronym, but it's the actors and writers strike they have going on
Yeah.
in Hollywood and possibly UPS and other courier services. I'd like to remind our viewers
beat
that
it.
those who cross picket lines are class traitor scum. And it is always morally right to withhold.
When the revolution comes, you will meet the wall. You will
It
get
is-
the bullet along with management.
Jesus Christ. So it's always morally right to withhold labor and patronage from businesses who are acting in a corrupt manner. Did you like plug this into Chat GPT, dude? What the hell?
Yeah, this is like somebody's manifesto. Is this guy like Google his name?
Wage inequality falls wholly on behalf of the hoarders of wealth. Hold
Oh my
those
God.
responsible accountable, or nothing will ever get.
We're gonna get unpersoned. The elites will come after us. Please stop.
Yeah, next.
No, to slap. He says to slap in particular.
Uh-oh.
Power to you and your UPS
Cross a picket line? I would never cross a picket line, you piece of shit. Don't call me a scab. This is a vile accusation.
No, he said power to you and your UPS coworkers. May your collective bargaining
Okay.
be prosperous, and may the workers
It
of
sounded
America.
like a threat there, and he said like to slap in particular. I was like, what?
I think we woke Slap right back up.
We did. He's ready to go to Iron Thunder. He
I'm
said,
gonna
uh,
Thunder
Washes his
right
hands
now.
off of.
Yeah, I got enough time to get to Iron Thunder. I got an hour and a half before they close, and I can get the hog platter.
he says all that to preface his question, which is, if you could have 10 minutes of worldwide attention, what would you tell the world? We'll start with Cody.
Ryan Newman isn't real.
All right. Cody, what's your answer?
Kyle Larson should have won every single
All right,
race
shut the
this year
fuck
if he
up,
didn't get
Ben.
wrecked out of, and Aaron Rodgers would win every single Super Bowl since when he got drafted if it wasn't for the inept Packers general management. All right.
Happy Ben,
much
what about you?
You're so stupid. Stupid.
Okay, shut up. I don't know what that's a reference to.
I don't
but
get the
over,
reference.
It went over my
From
head.
UHF.
It was definitely a reference to something.
Blake, what about you?
I really don't know what to say right now.
The Cars tour is based, and you should give all your lifelong possessions to the Cars tour.
And
Well,
High
yeah,
Rock
obviously,
vodka.
aside from that, golly, what could I say without getting canceled here?
Oh,
You're
no.
not gonna get canceled. You have the ear of every human being on planet Earth. You are God
got
for
the
10
rest yet.
seconds.
10 seconds or 10 minutes?
10 minutes.
Oh, 10 minutes?
Golly,
Okay.
that's a long freaking period of time.
Yeah, he's going to use all 10 minutes. I'll pivot to Rusty in the meantime. Blake, you better have an answer when I come back to you. Rusty, what are you saying?
Dinosaurs aren't real. The Earth is flat.
Our politicians are lizards.
Diane Feinstein is not real.
Jesus Christ, boys.
Mitch McConnell had a stroke.
I saw that. That was fucking crazy. He was just clammed at the mic. Speaking of clamming at the mic, Blake, you have an answer yet?
Now I'm just gonna Mitch it.
All right.
Yeah, he would just pull Mitch McConnell and just be like,
I hope you know that's your thumbnail picture, Blake. It's just you like deadpan staring into the camera.
Oh man.
I know what I would say. I would say the next gen car is a fucking scam and all of NASCAR needs to be taken out back. All right, we're going to move on real fast before I get any further into that.
NASCAR died in 2001.
Got a second email from Andrew R, who addresses the question from episode 53, in which he says he loves Talladega Nights and it's a very stupid film and you should take it at face value. He says,
I took it at face value and I think it's stupid.
Oh, okay. So I guess we asked if Talladega Nights
We should
ruined
watch it
NASCAR.
together and just do like a watch party and just
Dude,
shit
that
on
would
it.
be
It's
that
like-
would be kind of base.
I want to see you take Step Brothers with the same level of seriousness. Like, oh, this casts a negative light on how families should behave.
Yeah,
in America.
this casts
Or
the,
like-
the
This
middle
is-
or
class.
Anchorman.
It
Like,
was
oh,
not
this
talking
makes like
that
news
was talking
anchors
about
look
a
stupid.
satirical family. This was talking about an actual real life brand.
A satirical driver, like about a real
Let's
sport.
walk hard, making fun of Johnny Cash.
Making fun of country music, which is based.
It's true.
Andrew R continues. He says, "What ruined NASCAR was that from Q3 1978 in America, wages have been on the slide. The share of wealth to the top 5% has increased 1,000-fold.
Is
And
this
by
just a
two-
second email from that other guy?
Dude, yeah,
You
we
will
have
own nothing, and you will.
We have
like
fucking like we're having a revolution live on
We have
Shrimp
fucking
Hours.
Karl Marx watching this from the grave.
See what happens when we don't have the Canadian on for one episode. It's a full-on revolution.
This is why I wanted us to have a Canadianless episode, was just so we could go full unhinged like idiot. He also
Justin
answered
Trudeau could never.
the music hot take question, and he said that he was in middle school and grunge had burned its way out, and Oasis, Blur, and Soundgarden kicked it in the teeth as it deserved, and he unironically likes Oasis. That's his music hot take from Andrew R. Next one, we got a moon car update from Mr. Ass, and all he says is nothing crazy happened, clean race, Denny Hamlin is a bitch. That's based.
Amen.
Except Cody.
Great.
Let's see. Last email, subject title, OMG, Caleb Hoffman is hosting, from Jack. Says, hi,
God.
Shrimps. I have the season 1 poster too, but I haven't gotten a frame for it yet, so lol. Me and my dad went to Hagerstown for Pennsylvania Speed Week.
Hagerstown.
I'm not saying that right. And it was awesome. Our first dirt race. My dad took a pic of this Alex Bowman racing car, and I took a pic of the winner, his boy Brent Marks. Going to Richmond this weekend. Might actually rain there for the first time ever. If not, we're going to melt from the sun because they made it a July day race for some damn reason. Anyways, what's the worst
These
game
things
you've
happen.
ever played? See you whenever this podcast comes out, from Jack. And he attached 2 different pictures. This first one of Alex Bowman, and then Brent Marks right there. Thanks for those
Nice.
submissions. What's the worst game
Definitely
you've
not
ever
Alex
played? This is car.
I played the Atari ET game.
I've heard how bad that is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like completely nonsensical. Nothing makes sense. There's no way to progress the game. It is impossible to play. It is awful. It is. It deserves to burn in a fire.
All right.
I think that perfectly explains my experience with Death Stranding, but I'm gonna go with a different one. Me and my buddies have been doing like kind of like LAN parties. This is probably 10 years ago at this point, and we all decided randomly just to rent the game. I believe it was called Aliens Colonial Marines. And,
Oh shit!
and like I think it was like the start of level 2, or like it was like 20 minutes into the game. We all collectively like just stopped and kind of looked at each other, like we just like all like I don't even know, like at the same moment just like looked at each other and like, what the fuck are we doing? Like this is the biggest piece of shit I've ever touched in my life, and like we just sat there and laughed about it for like 15 minutes because it was just a piece of garbage, and we just came in with like not the highest expectations, but we thought it'd be fun just doing like like a squad running through that game. But it was the experience all at once. It made us just laugh. So that's my vote.
I've got this random ass memory. It's not a game I played, but I watched my friend play it. It was, I think I'm remembering it correctly. It was called Condemned 2.
Oh yeah,
on the PlayStation 3. I don't remember anything of the game other than he played like the first 5 or 10 minutes, and you get through the little intro stuff, kind of like the tutorial level. Some like head honcho, like good guys talking to you. He's like, "Oh, you're a fucking drunk and a liability, blah 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 blah. Here's your gun." And then like my buddy's trying to figure out like the controls to like how to shoot, and we're up on top of a building, and he accidentally hits a button that just fucking throws the gun off the fucking building. And between that fucking line of like, "You're a drunk and a liability, here's your gun," and then just firing the gun off the fucking roof. It's like, all right, this is stupid. I'm not playing this anymore. And that's all I remember. We got through the first 5 minutes.
What about you, Ben?
Garf cart.
All right,
I second that.
Blake, I think I know where you're going, but what is your answer?
Really? What do you think? What do you think?
No, I want you to say it before I think.
You know, I'm honestly gonna go with one that'll probably piss some people off that are listening. Sea of Thieves. That
Trace
game-
Ryder is pissed.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like I've gave it a couple chances, and I don't see the point in it. Like there's just like
It's fair.
Like you could do all the stuff, and like the visuals look cool, and the water looks great, and everything, but like there's no point to the game. Like you just
Like
run around this
Rust or
ocean, all this
Tarkov.
random stuff happens, but it's like there's no progression, there's no purpose in it. So I didn't like it.
Fair.
I mean, other than NASCAR Ignition, of course, but
God damn it! I was just about to fuck.
I'm kidding. I'm sorry, Rusty.
That was literally gonna
Had
be
to
my
do it
bit.
to
Was
him.
NASCAR Ignition? Was God damn it, Blake? That's what I thought your answer was gonna be. I will say,
I know that'll like irritate people, but I don't know. It was just that game was not.
I
for me.
think that's valid, fair.
I think you need to play with like a squad of dudes. Otherwise, it's just like, what are we doing?
We
Like,
almost had
yeah.
that was almost our shrimp game once. Was Sea of Thieves, but
I was pushing for it, but yeah, we never did
I might do it just out of spite.
it.
I guess
Dude, if
Paul
we-
Tracy just dumped Brad Kozlowski at the SRX race, and then Kyle Busch won. Apparently.
who cares?
Yeah, who cares? Hit the
Same.
button.
Yeah.
Fun.
All right. I don't. Yeah. Are we done? We're done. Fuck.
We're done. Hit the button. I gotta piss.
What are we naming it?
Unpersoned.
DT's dead. Oh yeah, unpersoned is pretty.
DT is unpersoned.
DT is unpersoned. Do we want DT as unpersoned or just unpersoned?
I like just unpersoned.
We'll figure it out. Whatever. That's the
Your
show.
decision.
Blake, it was your thing. You make the decision.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh shit. You know what? You know what? Hold on. I forgot real fast.
Oh my god.
Wait, no. We just have to flash the email. Send in your email.
Oh, yeah. Send in
ShrimpHoursPresents
your
at
email.
I
gmail.com.
forgot it.
Yeah, I totally forgot it. Send us an email. This is the last podcast ever. We're getting
There's
the
no way
fuck
this
out of
is
here.
Getting uploaded.
No, dude. No, there's no way. This is the lost
This is
episode.
a lost episode. It's
Oh,
done.
hey, what if we did that? What if we did that as a title? It was the lost episode.
No, unpersoned.
No.
Unpersoned. All right, we'll see y'all.
We're not giving you an out, Caleb.
Put it on
for
a
you to be
timer and don't release it for like 15 years.
That's what DT does. So, all right, we're out. Get the fuck out of here.
Ben liked that one.
I've been crazy. Happy been out.